name is Anastasia Smith. I'm here in the beautiful Miami, Florida. Today, I just wanted to encourage the youth, those that are virgins, to stay a virgin, those that already had sex, to practice abstinence. I just wanted to encourage everyone to let them know that there are youth still in America, here in the world, still in Miami, the beautiful South Beach, that are still virgins in America. 25 years old now. I got saved a few months before I turned 20. So I grew up in Miami. I grew up in a high school where there are sets all around. I grew up in Miami, Carroll City Senior High School, home of the Chiefs. And, sorry, just had to throw that in. But I just wanted to tell you all that God can keep you, even if you're not saved right now, at this moment, He can keep you. First thing that I did, first my testimony before I got saved, is that I made up in my mind that I wanted to save myself for marriage, because I felt that it was the precious gift that I can give my husband once we get married. And I really, honestly, I didn't want any guy seeing me and knowing me intimately and seeing my husband later on down the line and say, oh man, I already had her, that ain't nothing. No, I didn't want that feeling. So I decided to keep myself, and then when I got saved, man, God gave me the power and the courage to stay abstinent, practice abstinence. So I just wanted to encourage you that are not saved, you can still do it, and those that are saved, continue to live for God. Because once God came inside of me and filled me with the Holy Ghost, then that gave me power. So you need power to make it. I mean, just saying you want to stay a virgin is not going to cut it. You need power in the Holy Ghost that can keep you. A good example is that a car has equipment to drive, but it needs a driver to direct it in the right path and in the right direction. And that's with you. Your body, you have equipment to do whatever. You have equipment to have sex. That's naturally. But you need the power of the Holy Ghost to direct you in the path that will lead you to your husband or your wife in the future. So I just wanted to encourage you all about that. And I just wanted to talk about an issue that is here now in America. The recent Ebony, everyone reads Ebony magazine. The last issue for the December 2008 issue stated about the AIDS cases in Miami, Florida. I'm sorry, not Miami, Florida, but in the United States in 2006. That every age for the black people, ages 13 to 24, make up every 2 to every 3 cases of HIV. Now, I don't know about you, but that is mind-blowing to me, because that lets me know that the people that are under me, because I'm 25, so that means people ages 13 to 24, make up every 2 to 3 cases of HIV in 2006. I mean, I don't know who would want to even have sex knowing those statistics. So please keep that in mind. And also, I wanted to tell you all how I did it. I kept on guard. I kept my guards up. It's like you boxing and stuff. You're keeping your guards up. You're keeping your fits up. You're keeping your surroundings clear so that you can go in the right path. First of all, I remember clear example is that there was a guy, he was like, oh girl, I could treat you like the queen, I could do all this for you, and I could do that. And I was like, oh, okay, well, peace out. I'm straight. That's all right, brother. And what happened was he left me alone. But if I would have been the type of person that would have been like, well, he said, oh, I could treat you like a queen, and I've been like, for real? It would have led up to a date, kissing, sex, and then boom, probably a baby or HIV, and I would not have been a queen anymore. So, I mean, you have to be on guard. You have to keep your guards up and stay focused on Jesus. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is that I remember I was telling my friend one time, I was like, because she didn't know I was a person, I was like, yeah, I'm a virgin. She was like, wow. She was like, that's really rare. She said, man, that's like a pink diamond that you really can't find in the world. Then she was like, better yet, man, that's like a yellow diamond. And I thought about it. I was like, wow, my body is expensive. And it brought me to, in the Bible, where it says, your body's the temple of the Holy Ghost, and you've been brought with a price. And when I thought about that, I was like, wow, God has brought me He brought me this dark skin, 5'7", 135 pounds, 130, 135, whatever. But anyway, that God has brought me, and He brought you. So when you think about it, once you give your body to Johnny or you give your body to Ramona, it's like you're telling God, yeah, you brought me, but I'm not worth it. Keep your mind that God has brought you to the price. He has paid the price on Calvary. So your body, it's not even your body anymore. It's Jesus Christ. live for Him and live your life for Him. Another thing I wanted to talk about is how we get things that entices us, that we have to stay away from and we have to guard ourselves from. For instance, if I was singing right now, I'm not a singer, but the best part of waking up, you will see. Go ahead and sing. I know
the Folgers in your cup.
Now see, we didn't have any choir rehearsal on no, sheet of paper where we passed this out and, told people to study it. I mean, you heard it on a commercial and it's in you, right? So what do you think when you hear those love songs or those songs about butt, booty shaking naked and stuff like that? What do you think gets in your spirit when you hear that and that entices you to want to have sex, to want to make love? So we have to be on guard from that thing. And also, this came up to my mind. I was like, okay, here it is. We listen to all these different things that we don't even realize affect us. What if we listen, take heed to scriptures like flee fornication and flee youthful lust? What do you think will happen to us when we meditate on that? Man, we will be on fire for Jesus. Like my friend Natalia always say, Marboulette Pouchesi, that's Creole for on fire for Jesus. So, I mean, just keep the word, get engrafted in the word, get the word implanted in your life and in your heart. Dwell on it, say it, speak it, because that can keep you. You need the power of the Holy Ghost to keep you, because, like I said earlier, you can stay a virgin, you can practice abstinence, but you need power. I mean, seriously, you need power to make it in America. Everything around us is all about sex. We live in the last days. You need the power of the Holy Ghost. Another thing is that what I wanted to talk about those of you that are saying, well, Anastasia, I want to read the Bible, but the Bible don't make no sense to me. When I first started reading the Bible, I was like, it said, thus said the Lord greater. And I was like, what? And I was like, oh Lord, I ain't gonna never know what it's talking about. But you know what I did? I remember my brother, Anthony, he's a minister, and he was saying, you know what? You have to get yourself, what he did for himself is that he pictured himself there in the Bible. And it became life to him. So I want to encourage you to, you can pray to God. One thing I did personally, I'll tell you what I did, is that I prayed to God and I asked God to open up my eyes and show me what He's talking about. If you want me to read your word, Lord, you want me to understand, if it's here for me to grow, I need to know how to read it. I need to know what it's saying. I need to understand it and comprehend it. And I mean, once you say that out of your heart, man, God will do it for you. He can do everything. And another thing I heard one of the ministers from our church, Elder Keith, he was saying that when we have usually our all-night prayer, he said when you finish praying, get up and read the Bible, because that way God can talk to you. He can talk to your heart. So that's another way of, studying the Bible, studying the Word, and getting the Word of God engrafted in, despite all these limitations, things like that. The last thing I wanted to talk about is that God had planted on my heart last night, talking about we feel like we're so ashamed to pray to God to keep us, ask Him to keep us from sexual temptations or sexual desires or things like that. Well, who do you think when you're in that room with that guy or that girl, who do you think watching you? I mean, it's not just you and him. It's not just you and her. I mean, God is omnipresent. He's everywhere. So yeah, He see you basically, I don't want to say dogging that body out that God has given you, that is His body, that He paid the price for. So I just wanted to encourage you all, those that are virgins, to stay a virgin. Those that have already had sex, to practice abstinence. You can do it. One thing that my pastor's wife has always said that I have took as my life motto is that God first, education second, and then a spouse last. So I just wanted to leave that phrase and that motto with you, that hopefully you can benefit from that. That has blessed my life.